Peace and love from my inner core to yours. I was recently inspired by Share the Light to try and do a vlog style where I'm not just recording like one day, but rather recording like a week in my life. And so I am currently landscaping, as that is what I have currently been doing to bring in abundance, to make enough money, to have enough gas money to get to where I need to go. And I wanted to get on here because I've decided and I've been making a lot of changes in my life because Spirit has been calling me to and pushing me to. I've been knowing that I've been needing to do these things, and my environment has gotten uncomfortable enough where I'm basically like, okay, either I'm going to keep being uncomfortable and my body's going to be in a constant state of fight or flight, I'm going to keep being tired, I'm going to keep being frustrated, or I can just do what Spirit's calling me to do, and then I'll feel so much happier, so much lighter. And so I wanted to just bring you into that moment with me because a lot of us are being called to do that right now. So I just yesterday I wrote in my journal how I was feeling, and then I sent it to my partner and basically informed him that I am no longer going to be living in Virginia. I'm moving over here because the sun's pretty bright. I'm no longer going to be living in Virginia, and that I keep hearing, go to Sedona, go to Sedona, go to Sedona. I kept hearing it over and over again every time I sat with Archangel Michael, who you can call to for truth, and Archangel Metatron for wisdom. And so there are other places that I know I'm being called to as well, but I'm learning to slow down. And Sedona is the first place on that list that I was being called to go to. What's been so difficult for me to get this done is not only that my partner and I have been doing landscaping, which is very weather sensitive, time sensitive, difficult to bring in consistent types of abundance for ourselves. But yesterday when I was journaling, I realized that if I keep choosing to make my abundance through, it's not 3D to work with Gaia, but if I keep trying to bring in abundance doing a work that I'm not called here to do, then I'm going to keep living that 3D path based on the 3D choice. And I know I'm being called to do light language. I know I'm being called to share transmissions. I know I'm simply just being called to share me making these choices and going and living my life because it will inspire other people who are also getting this feeling. You're probably getting this feeling too. Like, yeah, it's been time to go, but A, B, and C. Yeah, but this and that. But what about them? What about that? What about this? What if this doesn't work? And these are all things that my partner is currently feeling. I think because I've lived in my car before and I've lived in a van before, I completely know that it's possible and actually quite healthy for me to be more connected to Gaia than to be in a home environment. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and do a different vlog style where it's not just all one day that I'm catching up with you, but multiple days in a row. And it's basically just going to be like everything that's happening within this new moon eclipse in Aries to full moon eclipse Scorpio to the new moon in Gemini, I believe. And all that will occur from there, because from now until then, I just told my partner I'm moving out of Virginia. I want to go to Sedona. And our 1 year anniversary is coming up, and we did not go on our honeymoon. So it was like a great way to also bring him into this journey. Whether he's fully prepared for all of it or not will be unfolded as we go. But also, I lost my train of thought, Mercury retrograde. Being called to Sedona. Oh, also within this time, going to be informing his family, who I've been living with, that I'm doing this. And you would think, okay, so what? You're just telling people that you're going to go do something as a grown adult. But no, it's actually not like that. I've actually found that I feel responsible to inform people what I'm doing in a way that doesn't feel like informing, but asking permission. And so just recently, I had to enact some changes where I was telling them I wouldn't be able to make it to a plan that was created, and instead doing something with my sister, and I felt the reaction from that. And I don't find it coincidental that part of my landscaping work that we've been assigned to do right now is cutting down daffodils, which are narcissus flowers. I've been literally cutting down narcissus, literally and figuratively, for years. And that's something you're probably going to find yourself doing as an empath, as a light worker, as a healing, as a beautiful being of light, as someone who is connected to their heart and to their light. Sometimes people react strongly to that. I have this on, by the way, because it's a high pollen day, and apparently I'm very sensitive to pollen, and my throat will tell me, so don't think I'm wearing this for any other reason than that. But yeah, so I'm going around cutting down all these narcissus flowers, and then I was thinking about the fact that that's been brought up to me a lot, is like narcissism, and what narcissistic traits are, and what they do, and how they act. So my next steps are to inform my partner's family, and I'm trying to find the perfect time to do that. I'm going to be telling them that I'm moving and leaving. My mother basically already knows. My sister, I told her, and she was like, it's about time, which felt really good to hear someone respond in that way. And that's something I want to say too is really powerful, is when you tell someone that you're making a choice for yourself that is good for you and healthy for you and aligned for you, watch what they say. Listen to what they say. Look at their body language. That is your answer if that's someone who's meant to be in your life or not. Because if they respond from selfishness, if they respond from the fact that you're doing something that's good for you and they don't like that because it now puts them in a position where they can't use you, no, boo-boo, we're not doing that anymore. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick and say that's what's going on right now in my life. I will check in with you guys most likely tomorrow. Like, I'm just going to kind of like try and record from this time. This is like a couple days after new moon, maybe less than a week since new moon, and I'll just keeping track until full moon Scorpio, which is most likely when I'll be informing them, because I kind of don't want to give them that much time to try and do anything or make it more difficult to leave. But yeah, so I'm just going to keep sharing what I'm experiencing as I do this, and officially move into the van, get on the road, and do what Spirit is calling me to do, and sharing light language transmissions from different activation spots on Gaia, connecting to the waters where I go, really bringing an awareness to the water where I go, an awareness to what we do to our waters, an awareness that we are water, we are water beings here on Gaia. So I'm going to stop talking because you guys know I can talk forever. But if you'd like to support me as I do this, I have a Patreon. Technically my partner and I's Patreon, but I do a lot more stuff on it than he does. If you'd like to support me, you could like this video, you can leave a comment, you can subscribe to me to support me, you can join our Patreon where I'll be sharing more intimate live videos where I'm at, wherever we're traveling to. I'll be in Sedona for however long I'm being called to be in Sedona for, but that's a great way to support me, so I just need to plug that in there. Since I'm moving into more adulthood type stuff, I understand that I'm the only one who can promote that. So this is me promoting myself. So yeah, you can join me over on Patreon to get a lot more personal and in-depth over there about the tea of what's occurring. So I will see you in the next share, which will most likely be tomorrow. Okay, so I lied. It's the same day, but this will probably be the last thing I record today. My partner came to the landscaping location where we're at right now. Like I said, they're out of town, so they're letting me stay on their property. So last night was my first official night in the van, like, since we basically almost finished everything we need to do to it. So I was actually really excited about that. I basically organized. I should actually leave this on until I get in the van, just to be safe. I just feel weird when you guys can't see my mouth. But I was gonna go out to the water and record a song for you guys with the drum. It was way too windy on the dock today, but I just sat out there and sang and connected to the beings of this land. I'm on the Pt.1 River, so this is definitely native land. I mean, all of Virginia. I mean, you know what I mean. So I just connected to the drum and sang and channeled, and it felt really good. So we'll share in that together some other time. But I've been charging the Jackery all day, so I have plenty of battery for my phone. I'm just going to work on a crochet shirt until my sister sends me her measurements, and I'm going to make one for her birthday. And then I watched Fern Gully last night. It was actually really fun.
I loved Fern Gully as a child, and Bommy Spirit, a girl I watch on YouTube, she's a channeler, was talking for specific signs to reconnect to like childhood movies you really loved. So I was like, okay, well, I have nothing else to do. I'd done all the landscaping. I cooked my dinner yesterday. I'm going to do that in just a minute here. I'm going to bring out the camping stove. Um, Fern Gully was one of my favorites as a child, and I was getting so many little messages from that. So tonight I'm going to watch The Dark Crystal. So there's still a lot of daylight, but it's like chemtrail daylight. They've been flying chemtrails all day. Yesterday, all the clouds are so thick and isolated, and today it's just like a smudge over the sky, which is meh. But I still have a lot of daylight, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my dinner. I've been eating it earlier, which is actually nice. I'm gonna go ahead and make my dinner, get nice and full, probably work on a crochet project until the sunlight is gone, and then I'll turn down, journal, watch Dark Crystal, and then go to bed. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my camping stuff now. I did it on the dock yesterday, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna do it right now. So, oh, the whole reason I got on here to talk to you anyway was not even about this. So, my partner and I talked more today about what he feels called to do, and I feel like this will be a really important thing just for you as a being, as we are elevating and growing and moving into new ways of being, especially as a person as well as in a couple. I spoke to him what I'm being called to do, spoke to him where I feel called to go, why I feel called to go there, that I was doing it, it was just happening, and he expressed to me that he is still sticking to his commitments to stay in this area until August. So for some time we will be separated, but we've been separated before. When we were doing our little twin flame runner chaser journey. This time it's different because I'm going and I'm just holding our frequency as a union elsewhere. So he will be, we'll still be going to Sedona, and he is open to the idea of going from Sedona to Mount Shasta to the Redwoods down to San Diego. His family is going on a vacation there, then meeting up with them and then flying back with them. And then I'm just going to stay on the Pacific coast until I get some more downloads, upgrades, and messages and signs about where to go next, even though I'm pretty sure I know where it is. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because that's what I said I was going to be doing, is updating on what's happening. So my partner told me he supports me, supports my decision. My sister said it's about time. My mom seems to support it because she really wants to see me move into doing things with my life. So yeah, I just have a couple people left to inform, but I feel good about it. I feel good that we had that talk, and if anything, it's made us stronger in understanding that yes, we love one another, but that doesn't always mean that the things you're being called to do, your partner is being called to do them at the exact same time. And so we'll still be together. We'll just be in separate parts of the world for some time until we reconvene. And I think it'll be an important step for me to still commit to doing something, even if my partner can't be there to do it with me. So yeah, okay, now I'm done, and I'll see you. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow because I have just like all landscaping tomorrow. But Friday I go to my mother's house. Oh God, you can see where the scarf is on my face. Going to my mother's house to clean myself and redo my hair, and then hang out with my sister for her birthday weekend. So I will see you probably a little tomorrow and then. Okay, wish me luck with dinner. Ah, how beautiful. Beautiful sunset. Huh. Hmm. It is the next day. Hello, aloha. I just finished doing my landscaping for the day. It was quite a workout. I said I wasn't going to record today, but actually wanted to share a little thing that felt good to do. I went to go sit by the water. Interesting. I went to go sit by, sorry, bug. I went to go sit by the water. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But I sat down there and I was playing the buffalo drum. Felt really good. I was enjoying. I can see like the sacred geometry in my eyes when I close my eyes. But it was really windy right by the water, so I couldn't really record right there. But I recorded a transmission right on the entrance to the dock. And it just felt really good. It feels good to connect in that way. I always call to all of my guides and let them guide me, let spirit guide me, no pun intended. But I just wanted to share by this tree because these leaves are just large and magnificent. It's like the size of my face. Just could go to sleep in it. My partner did come over last night after I made my dinner and everything. He came back over and stayed a night in the van with me. We watched Fern Gully together, which was really cool. So I've just been feeling like I'm in Fern Gully, honestly, the last couple days, which has been really nice. So this is my last day staying the night here. So I'm very grateful to soak up as much time as I can, just hanging out with all the beauty. Feels really good. I will definitely be, obviously this is just a small clip in a long compilation of what will be getting to Sedona, really. So I'm just expressing my gratitude for making the moves and changes I need to in such time that Mercury retrograde will lead me to those things. So all of the choices I'm making now are what's leading me to Sedona. That's kind of something, thank you Spirit. Spirit is guiding me to say is recognizing you can see your goal and then recognize all the steps you need to take so that can actualize, so it can materialize. So that's what I'm doing. I am offering and opening up services. Oh God, my necklace. I'm opening up services again to support myself as well while I'm on the road. I'm putting it in the description box. I'm going to begin offering services again as far as spiritual guidance through tarot and oracle, as well as offering one-on-one distance Reiki healing sessions, distance Reiki, recentering, rebalancing, realigning our energy fields. So that's a way that I can give support while others support me. So check out the description box if you'd like to partake in that beautiful medicine with me. Oh, hello, bug. I'm still getting used to like seeing bugs on a regular basis. But yeah, so this is basically all I'm going to be doing today, is enjoying the rest of today. I'm going to work on a crochet shirt and then go back to the house. And then I'll be going to my sister's tomorrow for her birthday weekend. So I shall see you later. So I just needed to get on here really quick because I have finished my shift for today. And I wanted to come out, sit in the sun, and every time the sun starts getting really warm, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be great. I come out here and then there's these chemtrail flyers who keep coming across and then casting a shadow over the sun. And it's getting really flippin' annoying. I trust that the sun is gonna eventually just like be at the vibration, although it probably already is, at the vibration necessary to just dispel what those chemtrails do. But essentially, my thought, you don't have to believe me, this is my thought is that I know chemtrails obviously have chemicals or a chemical trail, but I also believe that because the earth is warming, because we're all constantly polluting and putting more carbon dioxide into the air, more people are driving, more exhaust is being shed, more pollution's in the waters. Earth is getting hot, she's got a fever, she's sick. They take these chemtrails and move them through the sky to cover up the sun, to cloud it out, so that way it doesn't get too hot, because it would be way hotter. So I feel like they're doing it to cover up, literally, and figuratively what's going on. Just my thought. You don't have to believe me, but what else would it be, really?